Keep on praising Yahweh. Keep on believing and know that Yahweh's going to work it all out.
Yes.
This time now we have our youth power moments given by yours truly. You know, I truly thank Yahweh because He is good. And I realize that there's a struggle nowadays being a young person. Social media, all sorts of distractions. It is a challenge for many of them to walk. It is a challenge for them to stay straight. But we got to pray that Yahweh touch them and guide them. We just realized that, you know, just like Saul, he had an awakening. And Yahshua told him, it's hard to kick against the pricks.
Oh, yeah.
We got to understand what the pricks really are. I'll just read this little part here for you. So the answer is, it's hard for you to kick against the pricks was a Greek proverb, but it was also familiar to the Yiddish and anyone who made a living in agriculture.
Oh, yeah.
An ox goad was a stick with a pointed piece of iron on its tip, used to prod the oxen when plowing.
Yeah.
The farmer would prick the animal to steer it in the right direction. Sometimes the animal would rebel by kicking out at the prick, and this would result in the prick being driven even farther into his flesh.
Hallelujah.
In essence, the more an ox rebelled, the more it suffered.
That's right.
And thus, Yahshua talking to Saul, it is hard for you to kick against the pricks.
Hallelujah.
And we got to understand in our spiritual life, the word is not going to change.
All right.
You may fight against it, you may kick against it, but all you're doing is more damage and harm to yourself. And you got to realize, just like the ox, maybe if we had something physical that imparted some sort of pain to us, it would be a reality check that's not going to happen. But the thing is, there's a great deal of struggle that we have to deal with every day in this life.
All right.
But we got to stay faithful to Yahweh's word.
Hallelujah. We
can't go against the pricks. We got to stick with the word of Yahweh, even though it hurts.
Yeah.
It'll hurt even more if you go against it.
Hallelujah.
It's like the word says, more is given, much more is required. And you got to, to whom much is given, much is required. But the reality is, a lot of times, we take things for granted.
Hallelujah.
Because sometimes we disconnect ourselves and we have our own element that we live in, and there's nothing really there to push you.
All right.
You know, maybe if more believers would come in and lived in the Middle East where you didn't have things, you had all those fireworks going on around you, people trying to kill you, you would pray more. And you think about even in the 60s when people were trying to kill us, we prayed more. We were more focused. We were more, Yahweh protect me. But the more freedom we had, the less we stopped praying. And it's like the more freedom that you have, the more you are deceived.
That's right.
So don't be deceived and understand that the word of Yahweh is not going to change.
Hallelujah.
But you got to make sure that you can stand your ground and make sure that you can stay focused when it comes to living the word of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Because if you live the word of Yahweh and you walk according to Yahweh, Yahweh will protect you. And I know we all have our testimonies and we all can talk about how good Yahweh has been to us.
Hallelujah.
I just think about when I was a child, all the things that I did. Someone prayed for me because I shouldn't be here today.
Hallelujah.
But I'm gonna tell you, this man who was a stupid child, a foolish child, I did a lot of things that were unwise. And I pushed the limits of youth.
Thank you, God.
But someone knew better. And someone said, Yahweh, you protect the fool.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the fool can't protect himself.
That's right.
So Yahweh had to protect me in my journey for me in order to grow and get to the path I needed to.
All right.
So as believers of Yahweh, let us continue to be strong in this walk. And we have young people who are around us. Let us talk to them about the word of Yahweh. Hug them and let them know how much it means to be morally correct.
Go ahead.
to be spiritually correct.
That's right.
Let them know that you care about them. Because in my spiritual life, early on, I had many people who were there for me. And it was part of my foundation. It was part of what made me what I am today.
Yeah.
Because they were truthful to me. But they showed me love and they showed me kindness. But at the same time, they told me what I needed to hear. And sometimes you gotta tell people what they need to hear.
Yeah.
They might not like it, but they'll appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Because if you just make it real simple for them and you just make it convenient for them to go down the slippery slope, don't be surprised if they come back at you. And the words they may have for you may not be religious. But the thing is, you do what you need to do to spread the word of Yahweh, and you stand on the morals that Yahweh has given you. You stand on the values of the word of Yahweh. Don't change. And let us as believers of Yahweh, when you can, go out and help someone who may be homeless. Let's take a little time to give them some food, say Yahweh bless you. It don't take much to show somebody some love, to make their day, to change their day. Because you never can tell at what point you may entertain an angel. And sometimes it's a test.
That's right.
How will you succeed in the test? Don't be deceived. Believers of Yahweh, be strong. And understand we can't kick against the pricks. That we gotta hold fast to the word of Yahweh. It's there to help us. It's there to give us direction. It's there to make us know that this is the way we need to go in order to be right in Yahweh. May Yahweh bless you and may He give you words of encouragement and may He always uplift you. Let us bow our heads. Yahweh, Heavenly Father, Most High, Precious King. I just want to say thank you for your goodness upon your unmerited favor. Yahweh, I thank you, Hallelujah, because you have been so good. Yahweh, look down upon our young people, the ones who may not be present today, Yahweh, that you touch them and guide them. And touch them in the heart right now, Yahweh. They may know that you are able to do all things. Lead them. And just stir them in the right direction. Let that seed that was planted give fruit. Let it grow. Let it mature. That it may stand strong in the end. Look down upon us all, Yahweh, and just guide us and just give us strength. And Yahweh, help us in this journey. Even when our mind may tell us things that are contrary to your word, Yahweh, keep us focused. And Yahweh, just carry us deep in your arms, on your bosom. And let us know that we have more to grow, more to learn. Look down upon our service today and just touch us and just guide us and just give us strength. Look down upon the shadow that we may, Yahweh, understand what thus saith Yahweh. Keep us and guide us and give us strength as we pray. In Yahshua Mashiach, hallelujah. We thank Yahweh for